Under a silvered sky, I followed a whisper of light into the forest, each step pulling me deeper into a dream I had not known I lived. The trees leaned close as if to listen, their leaves humming a tune made of silver and shadow, welcoming and strange in equal measure. A ribbon of wind braided starlight into my hair, and the world tilted toward a secret I felt at the base of my ribs. Between two trunks, I saw a glade that did not belong today, its edges blurred by 1,000 tiny lights like borrowed stars. There, in that hush, I heard a voice not made of words, but of the small wonder a heart feels when first believing in magic. The night leaned in and offered its hand. I took it, knowing the forest would teach me to move to an older, softer rhythm. Light took shape, little figures of leaf and laughter, eyes like glass beads catching the moon, curious and unafraid as children at dawn. They braided light into garlands and placed them on my shoulders like a promise, their touch cool as river stones and bright as dawn. One stepped forward, taller than the rest, with a laugh like wind chimes and a gaze that led straight to the place I kept my longing. They offered no words, only a circle of light and the unspoken invitation to step inside and learn the name of the moon in their tongue. I stepped into the ring and felt the night rearrange itself, a gentle mapping of memory and possibility across my bones. They taught me the moon's first secret, that it keeps time not with hours, but with the quiet pulses of hearts brave enough to listen. Music unfurled, a sound like distant bells braided with falling leaves, and we moved, first unsure, then as if remembering a body we had always known. My partner's hand found mine and the world narrowed to that small, perfect pressure, the anchor of a tide I had not known I followed. We turned beneath suspended blossoms that hummed like constellations. Each step left a brief echo of light that faded into the hush. She laughed into my ear, and the sound unstitched fear from my chest until all that remained was the urge to keep moving with her forever. Around us, the fae wove patterns of dusk and silver, threads of night tying our steps to the slow wisdom of the moon's turning. When the music dipped, our foreheads met, and for a breath the world held still, only the pulse of moonlight marking time between us. Later, by a pool that mirrored the whole sky, an elder of the glade traced the moon's reflection with a finger and spoke of promises kept in silver ink. She revealed the second secret, that love given beneath a fae moon is remembered by the world itself and returns like tides to whoever listens. She dipped a willow leaf in the pool, and it surfaced bearing a tiny map of constellations, each star a promise folded into night. I learned the third secret when she asked my name, not of paper or home, but the name my heart used when it dared to hope. Naming in that clearing felt like placing a seed into fertile dark. The night promised to keep it safe, to let it unfurl in its own season. As dawn threatened the edge of the trees, she pressed her palm to my chest, and I felt a small star take root, steady and warm. When the first pale thread of dawn found the glade, the fae gathered and sang a farewell that was also a blessing for things that endure. She lingered at the edge of the wood, fingers tracing the rim where moonlight and morning met, and smiled with a sorrow that was not regret. She pressed one last small token into my hand, a petal that kept a slice of moon, and told me to return when the heart called again. I walked back through the trees, carrying a night stitched into my pocket and a promise humming against my ribs like a small, constant tide. Days later, sometimes when a bell of wind rolls over the fields, I close my eyes and the moon answers me with the memory of her laugh. And so I live with the knowledge that some promises are not owned but tended, and if you listen on moonlit nights, the fae will keep calling you home.